take it slow. Or not. Well, made it to Summit Racing with the box truck camper. Here, kind of checking out their clearance section and all the goodies they have here. They got some neat stuff, some expensive stuff. But the real reason I came up here is to test out the box camper and see if it made it okay. And so far, it's been great. Hey. There it is. Kind of looks a little funny over there. We'll give this thing a bath. I think there's a car wash down the road here. Well, that's not good. It took a little while to start. I mean, once it starts, it's fine, but what if it's got low fuel pressure or something? Well, that's the reason I brought this thing out here to test it out. Hey everybody, kind of slowed down my progress a little bit. I've got a dilemma that I didn't really think through when I started building this thing. This thing's well suited for two people, and you know, you have two seats up front that have factory safety harnesses and all that kind of good stuff. And I had the thought, I don't know why, I guess I was thinking about my Class B camper and using Class B safety belts and tie it into the substructure of the box, but I can't with good conscience use this with my family to transport 3 people. 2 people, this thing's great because they have 2 safe seats up front to ride in. I guess in the back of my mind I always thought about putting a jump seat up front, and I really just didn't think it through, I guess, and I was so hyped up to do the project. I should have always put safety first, and I'm rethinking the seat build idea back here, and I've had a few of my viewers saying, you know, I should use plate steel underneath and secure it more. I've got it tied into steel, but somebody's got a lot more experience than I do. They suggested need some plate steel underneath there, like at least a 4-inch square or circle of it to tie into. So I'm just not 100% confident on this, and this is something that's got to be 100%. So I'm going to try my second best idea. This has really stumped me. I mean, I can't make any forward progress until I get this resolved, because if I can't take 3 people in here, then there's no use in building this thing in the first place. U-Haul has a jump seat. I don't know if you ever noticed in some of the bigger Econoline chassis they have. They have a third man jump seat in the middle, and I went and checked one of those out to see how safe it looked. I suppose with a big company like that, insurance regulations and everything, that it should be pretty safe. I wouldn't think they would put anything in one of their vehicles that's risky and, you know, put their large company at risk. So I think that following their footsteps and what they've done, having a third man seat, or a jump seat they call it, in the middle up there, is probably my best route to be able to use this thing safely and transport my family. So I've got to have that problem solved before we take off and go anywhere in October. I went to the box truck company down the road, and they said it's going to take 4 to 5 weeks to even order one, which I thought was pretty crazy. You can get them online, but I don't see any DOT approval or, you know, anything like that. And also, all you have is a lap belt with it. It doesn't include like a shoulder harness or anything. So I went and checked out a U-Haul, and I checked out their setup, and they basically have one of the aftermarket looking seats bolted to a piece of plate steel, then bolted to the floor. And I didn't go underneath the vehicle. I'm going to try to go up there and probably go up underneath and see how they secured the bottom of it. And, you know, if they used a complete plate on the bottom and screwed everything that way, or if they just use a couple of tiny plates under each bolt to secure it. And I'm going to mimic what U-Haul's done. I've searched everywhere trying to get one just from U-Haul, and trying to put one of their jump seats in here, but you can't find it online. You can't order it. You know, the same thing they've got. You can get an aftermarket one, but it's probably no better than what my idea now is. I've located a jump seat out of an F350, 250. I think it goes all the way up to F550 chassis, and it's got a flat bottom on it, and it's got mounts, factory mounts, where you can screw the bolts into the floor up here. And what I'm going to do is take steel, a lot of steel, up underneath this chassis, and bolt that seat right up here between the two front seats, which also means I'm going to end up losing the ability to use my console, because it's going to be very tight up here. But luckily my son's 13, and he's growing fast, so I don't know how long this is going to work, but for now I think it'll work for our family. And anyway, I've got the thing on order. It's going to be here, I think it'll be here like Monday. So that'll give me about a week or two to work on it and get it in place. It folds down to where you have like a console, which is nice, a nice addition. Sorry about that, my battery went dead in my camera. Anyway, where I was, the seat that I've ordered, it is a Ford factory jump seat. It's got a flat bottom surface on it. It's got mounting holes where I could possibly, if it works out right, I could just mount it right to the floor using grade A fasteners. And I'm going to put steel plate up underneath the chassis, as much steel as I can under there to tie it. And I'm going to, you know, maybe angle iron on the back side and stretch it all the way across the chassis. I don't care how much weight it adds. I'm going to make it hopefully more secure than the other seats up there, if that's possible. That is, anyway, I've been wrestling with that, this problem for a while now, and I've got to feel 100% safe in this vehicle, or 100%. I've got to be 100% safe transporting my family in this vehicle. You know, I can mimic anything, or, you know, or try to build anything, but I don't have the engineering and all the stuff behind making it safe back here to ride with lap belts. I don't know, I'm not real positive about the regulations and everything, but from what I've heard, like Class B campers, they're regulated by, I think this mandated to have a lap belt, at least in the older versions, like the old 94 model I had, it had lap belts in it. And if you look at how those were tied to the chassis, they just had holes cut in the floor for bolts, and they were probably like a grade 5 bolt, and they had big body washers, one on top and one on bottom, to hold those belts in. So I think that this setup that I've got back here, I think it's more secure because I'm tied into thicker steel that stretches across the chassis and it's C-channel. It's not actually body material. So in my mind, you know, I'm not an engineer and I don't do this for a living, and that's why I'm not taking a chance with this. I do think that what I have is better than what that 94 Class B camper had, but I can't live with myself. You know, if anything went wrong, I can't go that route. So I'm going with a tried and true setup, something that I know I've seen that works. It's going to be a jump seat up front, and it's going to be really tight, and it's going to, you know, kind of cancel out the reason I cut the front open up there so you can, you know, crawl in and out, and we'll just have to see how it works. But for my use, I'm gonna have to do this, and so I can continue on and make this usable for my family. Just wish I thought it out a little bit more before I started this project. If I had to do it over again, I would use a box camper with a truck chassis, and that's only because I have 3 people. This is perfect for 2 people or 1 person. You know, with 3 people, it's better to have, you know, factory seats. It's a little bit safer that way. And anyway, I'm gonna continue on and see how this turns out. Hopefully my seat will be here next week and you'll get to see me install that, and I want as much feedback as I can, you know, positive, negative. Let me know. If you think it's safe, let me know. If you think I'm doing something wrong. That's kind of what led me in this direction right now. I've been listening to everybody's comments out there, and it's riding on me. Just got to be 100% safe in this part right here.